Sir, enemy ships are approaching. What do we do? You ordered through the link in the description and got 10% off on Ariat's website, didn't you? It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. I did too. Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar.
Whoa, 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 where'd you get those?
That is the first time Neva has wore her boots since she stepped in the rotten beans.
Let's see what Sable's doing. She just pulled in. Hi, Sable! You guys are gonna like this. She just asked for help, which is good. If you don't know how to do something, it's better to ask for help. But she's gonna feel really goofy here in a minute when I show her how easy this is.
Yeah, you pull that.
Looks like Sable's gonna be lifting weights every night before she comes to work. Cole, I need a new tripod. I'm gonna crawl up in the hoppers on this semi. Kind of had an embarrassing thing happen. Went over to the co-op. The guys went to open up the trap. Corn started coming out, and then all at once, it was like some yucky, stinky corn. We forgot to clean this out last year. We had it over a pit for a while during the winter, and I think some corn got frozen in there. Like you guys said, I can read your minds. Why didn't Sable check that out? I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. I'm starting up the combine. I'm going to run it for a while till Cole gets out here, or Cooper. I haven't ran this new stuff they put on here yet, so I guess I need to call them and find out what I need to do. We're in kind of a messed up cornfield. If you look at me later today and I'm kind of all batty and stuff and crazy, I'll show you why. This is the corn we're going through right now. I know Cole said when it got dark last night you could not see at all. Just looking through it now, you can't hardly see it all. Now here comes the nice part. Head sight. Right now the steering wheel's doing its own driving. Ag Leader's little unit is hooked up to head sight. Without all that, this would be driving you crazy trying to combine it. Now I can concentrate on the corn coming in, try to look for debris ahead. I can pay attention to my monitors. I can look in the back, make sure the corn's looking good. Oh, we cannot forget the corn reel. We could not do it without that thing bringing in the corn. I think in the first few minutes, that thing has more than paid off.
First time we've driven this in a few days. You need a ride?
I should have known better to turn up my rotor speed. Must have picked up a big old slug. There's a lot of trash coming through the combine. My rotor's in here and that thing spins fast. But I got her plugged up right now, so shut her down. I'm gonna clean it out. I shut the engine and everything off so we don't have to worry about anything trying to engage when my fingers are in there. These are things you kind of kick yourself when it happens. Cole just took his pick about the shit. I think it's the first time I've seen him have it out. I still like it. Somebody called it, we should name it Thirst Bud after Daddy Cornstar. I kind of like that.
No.
Thirst Bud.
We already named it.
Oh, we did?
Yep. Its name's Ford.
I guess I named it Ford.
Ford, the Chevy 2500 HD from Sid Dillon in Blair, Nebraska.
I think Cole said if you buy something from them, they'll knock $500 off, and then, we don't deal with them.
All you gotta do is remember to mention our name. Hey, that's a nice shirt.
I can't believe how comfortable this shirt is.
Daddy Cornstar had to go take off to go take care of some cemetery stuff, so he left Sable, Neva, and I to take care of this. They make this so it's kind of a one-guy job. That way you can have the hired man you like the least amount do it all.
Go, Sable, go. Go, Sable, go.
It's a slow and tedious job, but we do what we gotta do.
You okay?
Coughing on corn dust. Oh, I always get a phone call when I'm in the worst position. I got this big old handy dandy wrench, that everybody should carry around in their car. And I'm turning the rotor with it by hand so that way we can keep breaking some stuff up.
How was your workout, Cole?
I feel stronger. We've been messing with this thing for a good chunk of time. We've been turning the rotor back and forth for what feels like an hour and a half now. We're ready to give it a try. It's working! See this pile? That's what was stuck inside the rotor. Man! Just as we were in the middle of getting the rotor unplugged, we had a visitor show up. I don't know if you guys know who this is or not, but this is Grant, aka the Squad. Here for some real life farm sim, right?
Heck yeah.
Let's go combine some corn. Before you can ride, you have to put your pit vipers on. Just don't scratch them.
I'll explain now what happened out here at the cemetery. Kind of one of the mistakes that, hey, it happened. There was a mother and father that was already buried out here. I took it that one had passed away already and the other one hasn't. Off to the side, I guess the father already had passed away. So I probed and I found where the one person is passed away, and then I left a spot for the one that I thought hasn't passed away. And then there's a lot beside here. Come to find out, the family wants it up here. I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's feet, kind of explaining what went out wrong out here. But now we're gonna get it cleaned up, looking nice.
That's some funny looking pizza.
But it's sure good. I tell you what, absolutely beautiful day, absolutely.
Neva, did you do this?
I made a mess.
Cooper ended up switching positions with me in the combine so that way I could rest my eyes a little bit. So I went and grabbed Neva and now we're gonna walk around here a little bit. We're gonna do a little detective work, see what kind of corn's getting left behind. And we're also gonna assess what kind of job the combine's doing. So as I'm walking along here, I'm seeing that there's a few plants laid down on the ground that still have an ear attached to them. This is a sign that they were just blown over so low to the ground that the corn head wasn't able to get under these and lift them in. I honestly really don't know how to go about assessing what kind of yield loss we have from just having corn on the ground, but in some areas every few feet we're finding ears on the ground. And when it comes to assessing the performance of the combine, first things first, I'm looking at the corn cobs. From these we can tell if the gap around the rotor is either too small or too big. If we have a bunch of kernels still stuck on these, that means it's too big. And if these are crushed up into little tiny pieces, that means it's too small. I see one that's still got some corn stuck to it. I might have Cooper tighten down the concaves a little bit. Yeah, the more I'm walking along, the more I'm still finding some ears that have kernels on them. We're leaving some yield behind here. Let's see what kind of job we're doing now. That definitely seemed to help a little bit. And lastly here, I want to make sure we're not spitting any corn out the back of the combine. Really what I like to do is just look in the corn beside where we just picked. If I'm seeing a bunch of corn on the ground, it means it got spit out the combine. It's kind of crazy to think an entire semi-load fits in here. I am currently bumming a ride off of Sable. Right now we're doing a technique called unloading on the go. And what that means is Cooper's harvesting while he's unloading onto the grain cart. We do this because it's way more efficient than having to stop every time to unload. Oh, let's go for a ride on the combine. Can't say I've ever done this before.
Starting to get dark, the sun's going down. Well, it's actually almost all the way down, but what a beautiful, beautiful night. Sometimes it's just fun during harvest to step out, just kind of look around at the sky, enjoy the beauty. Sometimes you gotta just stop what you're doing and just kind of look around. Life is so busy and everybody's on the go. Sometimes it's just nice to sit down and take a break. But what I'm gonna do now, because I don't have time to sit down right now, I'm gonna climb up in the semi-trailer here. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's getting dark. You ain't gonna be able to see me pretty soon. Can you see me? Hey, I'm over here. You can see the whites of my eyes. That's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna shut the camera off now.